the New York Times ran a very long feature last week about the Sierra Club, the environmental group. And the article is very long, very well written. You can read it. But George, the group has had a little bit of a collapse over the past couple of years. Membership, they use a lot of their fundraising through a membership-based model, collapsed by 60% over the past 5 or so years. And a lot of the folks cited in the article attributed that to mission creep, or perhaps mission diversion away from just environmental issues to broader progressive issues. There's a whole host of other dynamics at the club now, in this story, George. But the reality is that they kind of hemorrhage members. And at one point, they forced a $40 million budget deficit. They had to undergo massive layoffs. Part of it, George, is they saw a massive surge in attention and funding after the 2016 election, as did a lot of, I guess, left coded organizations. But I think this article would argue that perhaps they took the wrong lessons from that, and started incorporating a lot of kind of progressive advocacy related messaging into their mission and their branding. And that seems to have alienated users. And I'll just posit that I'm not saying that's necessarily good nor bad, but it seems to have definitely happened to an extent probably nobody was expecting, with regards to the Sierra Club. So, George, what was your thoughts as you took a look at this story?
And a bit of a Rorschach test with regard to, did they fail because they adopted DEI, or did they fail because of management, or did they fail because of mission drift? And it will certainly be used, quoted, weaponized as this, go woke, go broke narrative that is a favorite, I'd say, of some talking heads. I'm terribly sad, actually, to look at a very, very powerful organization that had done so much in the environmental sector basically go down in this direction because it doesn't serve the underlying mission. And I think that's, looking at it through various pairs of glasses. Toxic implementation of any system is toxic. Drifting from your mission will isolate the people that got you to where you are. And so if suddenly you want to follow the next wave, and there will be another wave, it will be called something else, and you are tempted to say, hey, look at all of the temporary funding and attention we could get for expanding from, saving the Grand Canyon to police reform, that is a temptation to wander off of your mission, and you will lose the attention and trust of your audience. And there is incredible value, more and more, to crafting your message in a way that can forget the fact that, guess what? A beautiful view of a protected natural environment like the Grand Canyon and the Sierras, doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. You should be supporting this. And you have to find ways of building these bridges rather than running toward political ideology, adopting and shifting your mission. Absolutely, at its core, there are many ways of how you should do things, but not what you should do. What you should do should be your mission. How you should do it internally absolutely matters, but shoving that down your membership clearly had a result of moving from 4 million people in 2019 to 1.5 million just a number of years later. So I think that would be the lesson I would take. The next wave, the next piece of operations of how we do things should not change what you do.